Hey, KIC here. Welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. Before we get going, I want to take a moment to stop and talk about what happened this past weekend. If you don't know by now, there were terrorist attacks in Paris. Many people died. It's just, it's unfathomable. It's terrible. It's awful. And yet, this is reality. This is something that happened in real life. This is not a video game. Look, I don't really have a whole lot to add that people haven't already said, so I'm not going to take much more time, but if you can, help out. If you're not in a place where you can, be supportive, be sympathetic, be empathetic, and above all else, be a good human. On the last episode, we were playing with penguins, and while I'd like to get back to them and have a little more penguin fun, and I don't mean using a club, because that was really bad, we should probably talk about anglerfish. I mean, why not, right? Anglerfish and penguins were the big things added in this last update, and I don't know that NATO here is going to really be able to get down to the depths of the ocean to where we're going to be able to find an anglerfish. But at the very least, he can go ahead and kill this other shark right here, because he has really high damage these days, for this server anyway. Compared to your server, probably not. But for mine, yeah, he definitely does. So let's go ahead and get me a little bit of oxygen here, get him some stamina, and we're going to go ahead and dive and see if we can find one. Now, there are some other things relatively nearby, which I have no idea if he can take. I really don't. There are some big creatures running around deep in the ocean here, and I've never really tried to see what this guy can do. I mean, man, he just doesn't have much stamina. That's really kind of annoying. But, I mean, he is my biggest, beefiest, ocean-based dinosaur type creature. So, you know, if something's going to happen, it's going to be with him. Yeah, there's one of the big nasties right there. There's a plesio. Oh, there's another shark. Oh, really? You guys are all going to die. I don't know about the plesio. Okay, we'll find out. I mean, he's taken some damage here, but it's not too bad thus far. Okay, kill the megalodon. There's a plesiosaur. And we'll get another plesiosaur. I wouldn't mind getting one of these guys. Ah, crud, I'm going to start choking out now. I need health. I need air. Ah, it's alright, though. I was wondering if my lovely shark could take a plesio, and the answer is, yeah, he can tank a couple of them without any problems. You know, let's just take a moment here to discuss some of these bigger sea creatures like the plesios. And, well, what's the other one that was added a little while back? I can't even think of what that one is called, but plesios just really aren't going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. I mean, they're a pain in the butt to tame. You gotta knock them out, and it's just, you know, it's a lot of work, and I'm doing this all on my own. Now, I should probably make some scuba gear, and then we can start talking about doing some more of this stuff. And look at that, that was a level 530, level 35 plesio. That was about as good as it's going to get, and I just killed it because I don't really have a way to tame it right now. That's pretty bad, and I can't even find an anglefish right now, an anglerfish. Let me go ahead and let's grab Ichthy, because she can move pretty quickly. She can dive, and she's very maneuverable, so I'm thinking we'll have a good shot of being able to find an anglerfish if we have her. Now, I just want to check one out, because I haven't even seen one at this point. I mean, that's really all I'm doing right now, because, like I said, I don't really have what it takes right now to start taming these guys. That's a big part of why I haven't spent a lot of time in the ocean. I mean, I've ignored a significant portion of this game just because I don't really have the means to do anything about it. I mean, here, let's go ahead and kill another shark just because NATO can. I mean, the dude is just kind of a beast. But I would really like to be able to take care of some of these ocean things that I have on my list, and I just don't know that's going to happen. I gotta make some scuba gear, and making scuba gear requires all sorts of stuff, and again, one person, I can only do so much. I've done a fair amount, I like to think. There's certainly more I can do, and certainly a little more I have planned, but we're going to hit critical mass somewhere reasonably soon here with what I can be reasonably expected to do on my own, given my personal time constraints, etc., etc. So I don't want to make too many promises for things that there's no way in reality I'm going to be able to keep. Oh man, look at that. He has so much raw prime meat. And I just am probably going to let it all spoil because... Oh, really? We got another one? You guys just have a death wish. I mean, look at that. Did you see NATO's stats compared to these guys? I mean, he's at over 600. Look at that, he's at 640 now. I mean, you don't mess with him. He's mean. He's a tough guy. You don't really want to mess with him. Holy cow, how much prime meat am I getting? I guess I need to go try and take care of this. I'll be right back. Believe it or not, I actually managed to save all of that prime meat that I got off of NATO here. Yeah, whatever. I'll stop and grab some extra food off of NATO, and because Ichthy's going to need some, I suspect. But anyway, thought we should go ahead and run. Come on. You know you want to... Ooh, wow. Yeah, you just need some more damage there, because you are a machine, NATO. But I thought I would like to really see an anglerfish. I think it'll be somewhat obvious upon finding one, I kind of hope. I mean, it's getting a little late in the day, so it's going to be a little dark, darker than usual, I suspect. I don't know. At least when I get up to the surface, of course, it's going to be dark, but I would just really like to see one of these things, and we could talk about what we do with all that raw prime meat another time, but there's a lot of it in my refrigerator. I don't even know if there is an anglerfish over here. That's kind of the other thing about all of this, is there's no guarantee there's one over here. They are at the bottom of the ocean, I believe. And I'm just kind of zooming around here. It is nice and chilly, of course. The bottom of the ocean, as it should be cold. Lots of crystals. I don't need to... Oh, there's a plesio. Let's just go ahead and move it here. Those guys are pretty quick. I mean, they're a little deceptive for their size. Oh, a couple more of them. Well, an additional one, I should say. Not seeing an anglerfish over here, but it is possible they're out here and I'm just not seeing one. I should mention that when I last put an episode together, the last episode I did a reset of all of the island's creatures, so it's not like I haven't done a kill all wild dinos. I have. Since the anglerfish was added with the same update that the penguins were added, theoretically we should have one over here. I'm actually going to go a little to the east, because I have seen, just in kind of looking around, some of the documentation seems to indicate that not quite known at this point if they're as far west where I'm at, but maybe they'll be a little over here. I mean, we're kind of... I guess I can't look at that. Or maybe I don't actually have one on me. No, it is there. Okay, I guess I just can't look at it while I'm on a dolphin. I don't think I've ever tried that before, actually. Yeah, we're covering a little distance. Not a ton, but you can basically head a little closer to the red obelisk, and there should be some as we get a little closer to the southeast corner here. That seemed to be a pretty good location from what I saw. And I might just take a moment here to grab a few berries, just because I'm looking a little hungry. We're pretty close to the red obelisk now. It's actually right there. So it's, well, it's right there. I think that means we're actually in a place where there should be some anglerfishes. Some anglerfishies, anglers, I don't know, take your pick. But we have these kind of little islands going on over here. And, oh, I'm going to beach myself on my dolphin. Now let's swing around a little wider. We're going to go ahead and dive right in this area, because this, from what I have seen, seems to be a pretty good location. Now, I might be a little wrong on it, and maybe I read things wrong, but it seemed like this was a better location than some of the others, so just going down. And we're going to need to keep going here. Still not seeing anything. Of course, the light hanging off the anglerfish's, I don't know, tentacle, nose, arm, boom, arm, whatever thing is going to be what gives it away. And I don't know, maybe I need to have a scuba suit so I can get far enough that I can actually see one. I don't really know at this point. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, here we go. That is the bottom right there. I mean, maybe you can go a little further over here. Again, I'm just kind of poking around. I don't know what I'm expecting to find. This has been the area that I read they should be somewhere around, and maybe I'm just not being patient enough. I don't really know. I'm going to need some oxygen here, so I'm going to come up for just a moment, get some air, and we'll try this again. Maybe we'll head a little closer inland. I don't know. Can't hurt to try, right? I'm going to have problems here as I'm starving. Of course, all this cold water has made it difficult for me to keep any sort of food in my system. The joys of cold takes it right out of you. But here, let's go ahead and dive one more time. We'll just go down over this way. We're going a little north at this point, I believe. There we go. There's my torpor meter. It's starting to fill a little. Got a shark. You are not an anglerfish. I don't know. I guess maybe I need to head all the way up north. Oh, and there's the magical boundary. Yeah, I'm not seeing an anglerfish. This is the bottom of the ocean right here. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm just in the wrong general place. I don't really know. From what I saw, this should be a good location. More crystals. I was getting hopeful there. I saw the lights and I thought, maybe it's a fish. Nope, just crystals. But it looked like the eastern coast, the southeast, the northeastern coast, the north. Those all seem to be good spots. South, southwest, west, northwest were all unknown at the time that I was looking all of this up. So it's possible that I'm just in the wrong spot. It's possible I got some bad information. It's possible a lot of things are possible here. I'm sorry that I'm not finding an anglerfish because, well, I would really like to see one, just as I imagine you might like to see one as well. So, I don't know, I might have to just swim around for a while and see what I can find. But this is, I gotta say, a little disappointing, and I'm not sure where else I can go. I mean, I can obviously keep doing a circumference of the island, but that doesn't necessarily seem like the best way to spend my time, limited as it already is when it comes to playing this game. So, I don't know. I'll see if I can find one, but if I can't, my apologies in advance, because I'm apologizing right now for not being able to find one anyway, so it's not that big of a stretch to apologize one more time, yet again. And it's about time I go and get some air, so I'm going to have to call it an episode right here. Like I said, I'll keep looking for an anglerfish. I'll let you know if I find one. And if not, well, maybe it's time to grab some scuba gear, because I've been debating it long enough as is. But I will catch you on another one. Precious air. So till then, thanks for watching. See you later.